You did a great job of inculcating us on the joys of traveling. Not. One of the things I appreciated about your speech, even though it was Your Body Speaks, you have a very strong voice. We're in a small room. You may want to amend that. However, as you go to present to larger rooms, it's quite an asset. I can see that. But try to modulate it for the size of the room. You were obviously very prepared for this speech since you have, I mean, how much experience do you have to have traveling if they know your name as you're walking up? I think that's a group, I don't want them to know my name. Your speech was filled with a lot of one-liners or short stories to set up for the punchline. And the vivid imagery as far as the romantic room in the back. Sans candles. And apparently we pay the airline for a molestation fee. I had never considered it that way. You had a lot of great stories. It seemed like it was all packed with stories. And I'm just thinking out loud here, and could it be possible to group these stories together? Toastmasters is still one of those organizations. I didn't see a lot of organization in this speech, except for when you were boarding. That was the organization. You had the stories about boarding, you had or going through TSA, you had the stories about your airline attendant versing us on what needed to be done. And then you talked about turbulence, but I'm wondering if it could be grouped TSA, airline attendants, and then behavior. And then you're talking about, you know, the girl, when she did it, it was cute and adorable. But when I did it, you know, something like that. That way you have something to wrap up at the end. Then with another punchline. You have a lot of zingers in this. I was just wondering if your speech would benefit from having a little bit more organization or just telling us what you're going to tell us in that manner instead of just launching into the stories. I do like, you know, the hand, you had a ton of hand, I mean your face definitely speaks to us. And that's also, some people have to learn that, but yours it comes very naturally. So I like the fact, you know, keep that up. And then of course you had all the hand gestures and things like that. But is this the speech you're doing for the humorous speech contest?
A version of it.
A version of it? Okay. For some reason I was just thinking maybe a little bit more organization as far as telling us what you're going to tell us. And then wrap it up with, and I didn't write it down. I was writing down furiously, and I didn't have a chance to write down your last comment. But it was a great way to end the speech. And you know what? The CD radio coming out of his coat pocket is never going to get old. You did that on your... Was that your first speech? When you were talking about you were a trucker?
It was my second or third.
Was it? I mean, so he's reused it. Bring it every single time. We love the CB radio. But you had lots of props, and the CB was insane. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us.